I'm humbled to pilgrim, there's no other way to put it, to this hallowed ground. Over 80,000 Marines, soldiers, and sailors from our two countries fought at Iwo Jima. More than 26,000 died here. Today, we revere their courage. Today, we remember their valor and their sacrifice. Those who fought here, they had faith and they had belief. Faith and a belief in the idea that what they were fighting for and what they were defending was right. Faith and belief in their country. Faith and belief in their comrades. And today, in their everlasting memory, we recommit ourselves to faith and belief in our alliance and to peace. You see, Iwo Jima embodies our shared warrior ethos, our shared devotion to nation and to duty, and our shared reverence for the men of valor who preceded us. Because of its strategic location between the Marianas and the home islands, Iwo Jima was destined for battle. Anticipating this fight, the Japanese commander, General Kuribayashi, led his soldiers and sailors with stoicism, determination, and bravery. He knew his troops. He understood his opponent. He recognized how to use this island's terrain to his advantage. For 8 long months, Japanese forces tirelessly prepared defenses across and below this landscape. Love for their families and loyalty to their country motivated and sustained them as they built countless fighting and artillery positions, dug miles of tunnel, 11 miles, and endured Spartan conditions. Before the battle, General Kuribayashi told his soldiers, "We shall defend this place with all our strength to the end." And they did just that. When the battle came, they fought fiercely against a larger foe for far longer than anyone expected. Like their battlefield opponents, American Marines and sailors, they expected a tough fight, but none could predict just how tough it would be. During 36 days of pitched battle, our Marines fought yard by yard, often hand by hand. They prevailed. They prevailed because each Marine did his duty. Each Marine gave his all. Each Marine refused to give up. Warriors, each and every one of them. 22 of them earned the Medal of Honor, the highest award for valor in our country. One was Private First Class Doug Jacobson. In an hour-long fight on Hill 382, he single-handedly knocked out 16 Japanese positions. Risking it all, he used rifles, grenades, even a bazooka, anything he could find to protect his fellow Marines. His actions, they opened up a gap in the Hill's defenses for the Marines to push through. Years later, he said, and I quote, "I don't know how I did it. You charge ahead and you do what you have to do." You know, I heard much the same from my men in other far-flung places. He, like so many, was a common American with uncommon courage. He served another 20 years and fought in Korea and Vietnam. Looking back, he recalled, however, nothing ever matched the ferocity of Iwo. Marines like Private Jacobson didn't face this ferocious fight alone. Victory at Iwo Jima was a full-spectrum effort. Soldiers arrived as reinforcements. Navy corpsmen cared for fallen Marines amidst the fighting. Four of those corpsmen also received the Medal of Honor. Navy Seabees repaired the island's vital airfields. And only 13 days into the fight, with fierce battles raging, the first damaged B-29 landed here instead of ditching into the ocean. By the war's end, over 2,200 bombers had made emergency landings right here where we all arrived this morning. In the battle for Iwo Jima, nearing its end, the Japanese general assured his men the glorious exploits that you have carried out will never be forgotten. We are here today because we have not forgotten. We have not forgotten the honor and valor of our Japanese and our American warriors. And we reaffirm the General's pledge. Our Marines, our soldiers, our sailors from both Japan and the United States, their service and their sacrifice will never be forgotten. Though nearly all, not all, but nearly all, who so bravely fought here are gone, their hallowed memory lives on. And we are so many that some, so grateful that some are still with us here today. Their memory lives on here along the black sand beaches, here atop Mount Suribachi, and here in the tunnels and caves across the island. Their memory also lives on in the bond between our people and our countries. 40 years ago, at the very first reunion of honor, a defender of Mount Suribachi, Komatsu Yoshio, he met Wayne Bellamy, a Marine veteran of Iwo Jima. Bellamy remarked, "I was one of the first troops that landed at the base of Suribachi." To which Komatsu replied with a smile, "Yesterday's enemy, today's friend." The U.S.-Japan alliance shows those brave men of 1945 how yesterday's enemy has become today's friend. Our alliance has been and remains the cornerstone of freedom, prosperity, security, and peace in the Indo-Pacific, and it will continue. As we remember the many who gave their lives here for the peace we now enjoy, let us recommit ourselves to our friendship and to our alliance. Our unity and our shared purpose is what strengthens us. They strengthened us as together we strive to provide a peaceful future for our children and our grandchildren. Simply put, I am grateful to be with this incredible group of men and allies here today. Humbled to be in the presence of such heroes. Humbled to think I have a 14-year-old son, my oldest son, that in just 4 years, he could have been one of those men asked to do such a thing. And I asked myself, could he? Would he? Do we raise such men? And together, may we commit ourselves to raising such men, that at a tender young age, we'll stand up and choose to fight for freedom. We are all proud to bear brief witness to the bravery, courage, and sacrifice that occurred on this battlefield. Heroes were forged here. Their memory reminds us of the horrors and the costs of war. Their brave example inspires us and steels our resolve. If they could serve so selflessly, so can we. Sweat running down my forehead. Imagine how it felt there, those days, on this island 80 years ago. If they could summon the courage to face such a fearsome foe, so can we. If they could so completely dedicate themselves to their countries, to their families, and to each other, so can we. We are fortunate to stand here together shoulder to shoulder as friends and allies, living their legacy of honor.